Hi everybody, part two of the how to do a dragonfly out of copper wire and copper sheeting. Okay, so I'm going to put my glasses on because I brought some glass up here. So basically these little wings are about 3-4 inches long each. It's kind of random, but I have big hands, so that's kind of what they end up. So I go in, and for this one, because I'm making it multicolor, I went and got some pieces out of my studio. That's part of our lunch, that were clear. Just wipe that off. I've never been too much of a stickler about cleaning glass, and I'll probably catch hell from that from some of the pros. Anyway, so basically I cut this kind of a shape. Remember, this is not an exact art form. I just kind of cut one of these little things. And then I go into the wing. I just kind of weave it in. So hopefully my husband's catching the angle that this is going in. I start here. I kind of lift up there. Do you see that? And then there's a bottom one, and then I lift up there. So essentially I've just kind of woven it in between the wires. Do you see that? Okay. And then this one's a little long. Sometimes I let this base the base glass, the clear, just kind of go out to the edge. I'm not a perfectionist about it being on the inside. And so then I'm going to pick up another one. I cut them kind of thin just so that they can be woven in there. Watch your fingers because it's really easy to stab them. Lord knows I've done that. And I'm just trying to get it in there and tuck it in that wing. I try to get the tip of the glass to go to the edge there, not too far. I'm going to then cut this one off there too. Okay, see? Okay, and I'm going to weave this one in. Whoops, that one fell out. You kind of put them back in, kind of secure them down the best you can. It's a weird little delicate balance, but you kind of, when you do enough of them, you will get the rhythm. You know, that's all life is a rhythm anyway. And so then I turn it around and I put the last little wing in. See how I wove that in? Up, down, up, down, up, down. I'm going to shove that up a little bit. Okay. So now basically I have all this clear glass in my little wings. So now I get to decorate them. Because I'm going to be laying glass on top of this, especially over where these little wires are here. I want to secure down the base glass. So here's my glue. It's a high-tech system. Whoops, that's clogged. Of course it's clogged. I abuse my glue bottles. Okay, there you go. That was actually in pretty good shape for me. Okay, so I just start on the outside or the inside, doesn't matter. And there's no measuring. I rarely measure anything. So what I do for mine is I always seem to start on the outside, I think. I guess, really, I don't know. So I'm just decorating like this. I just go around the edges, kind of make it look cute. After all, it's all about looking cute. There you go. Okay, so we started it. Yeehaw. And I just kind of grab glass randomly, whatever colors I think would be pretty. I do a mixture of opaque and transparent. So here is some Neo Lavender, and I've got a scrap of that, so I grab that scrap. And I'm just going to kind of cut some more of these squares. And see how on this one, it's going to go over the top of that wire? I'm trying to melt all of that in there like that, so that it's all nice and sturdy afterwards, so nothing's slipping around. And I just kind of, very random, kind of go in and go, okay, well that looks about right. Remember, it's all about just kind of sort of playing along with it and balancing a little bit. Okay, what color will be next? Well, I do like an orange. Let's use this pumpkin color. What the heck? Life's short. Let's throw some pumpkin in with the lavender. Doesn't have to fill up the whole space. I'm just kind of sticking it in there. And then let's do some lime green. This is the new, oh, I use only bullseye glass. I'm a dyed-in-the-wool bullseye person. I must admit though, on this one, see, they kind of fall around, so you just kind of squish them down, make them happy. I typically do put green on the inside though. I don't know why, it's just something I've always done, pretty much. So I'm going to go in and put the little green triangles. This is kind of the only thing that I do that you actually have to cut a shape beyond a square or a rectangle for this. Whoops, always use the right equipment. There we go. Okay, still kind of flat and balanced. Let's throw some of my favorite turquoise. Life's a little sweeter with turquoise. And you can make these any width you want. And, you know, because your wings are kind of not exact, when I get near the end like this, of putting my colors in, sometimes the little spaces get different widths. See, that one's wider, that one's skinnier. So I end up putting just, you know, however it looks in there. Fine, that one's big, that one's small, whatever. I'm not really worried about it. Once it melts, it's so pretty, you don't have to worry about it. And then I had this red scrap. So let's fill in some of these last holes, right? So here's this hole here, right? There's that little skinny spot there. Oh, darn it. The opaque is a little more reluctant to pop in there. Well, shoot. Okay, well, I'm going to have to use a funky piece of red here. Funky shape. That's all right. They're dragonflies. They don't care what happens. They're just happy to be there. And then this one, that's kind of an odd shape too, but let's just stuff this in here. See? Voila! Voila! Okay, so then the fun part is putting some Dichro on, or like frit if you have it. Cut your own frit, you know, make it work. Make it work. So I love the copper reactions with the orange and blue. I use a lot of turquoise and orange and pumpkin in my work because I dig it. Here's a brighter orange. Maybe I'll put that down there. It's really so non-exact that it's scary. I understand some of you that have to have exactness might be going nuts right now. Oh, but don't worry. Don't worry, Virginia. It's going to be okay. And then I take whatever I have around here. So here's some weird silver glow. Okay, here's a blue. That looks pretty. So I try to keep the same. There is a bit of symmetry in my life, even though it's pretty loose. So I'm just going to cut some Dichro here. Yeah, that is dark blue. I'm going to put like a long one, like on the end. I do not know why I do this, but I've been doing it since the very beginning. Many years ago, I always seem to put a long stripe there. And then I'll grab some pink Dichro, green magenta on black. It's whatever Dichro scraps you have sitting around. It really, really is. There's nothing exact about this, other than there's kind of a sort of a loose symmetry to it. What else we got here? So then I try to put a little something in each one of these things so that the dragonfly can really show off its wings. Here's some scrap I have from something. Another kind of funky green one. I'll put that on the red, I guess. If I don't have enough of the one color for the top and the bottom, I'll grab another color and put them on the top wings. Just so something kind of sort of makes sense. Just like that. Oh heck, I'll even overlap that. What the heck? There are no critics here. And looks like I have one little blue spot left. Oh, let's live wild. What do we got here? Oh, perfect. So here's some little polka dot dichro I had. That sounds fun. I'm going to try to squeeze 4 pieces out of this. Like that. Like that. Hello. Now, okay, so there you have it. This is what I came up with today. And now I'm just going to stick it in the kiln, and I'm going to fire it to probably, it's more than a tack. I like to do it, I call it the grilled melted cheese tack. It's kind of like it's a soft tack where everything just feels good on it. So there's not too much texture and it's not sharp. Now what's going to happen once this bright, lovely copper fires, it's going to turn black. And there's going to be all sorts of little flecks of that top coating of the copper that have burned off. It's going to leave all this kind of black, just little, what do you want, little particles all around. So you're gonna want to get that, it's just going to be on your kiln shelf. So you're going to clean that off after you're through. Just throw that away. But yeah, so I just, whatever your firing is for that soft tack, I'm trying to remember now what mine is. I've programmed all my computers to many programs. That's probably around 14, boy, I have big kilns and little kilns, 14, 20, maybe more. But you'll know your own tack fuse because you're the expert over your kiln. Remember, all kilns are different. Okay, so that's it. Voila. Hope this helped everybody. That's it. Okay. If you have any questions, just DM me or whatever. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.